Hey guys, in this video I'll describe the stereotypical Flee the Facility player as they progress through the game. These won't perfectly describe everyone, but they are what I think most people will act like in general. Don't take anything I say offensively, as most of what I'm saying, I'm guilty of. Let's begin. Stage 1 is the noob. The noob is level 1, 2, 3, maybe up to 10. They have a few hammers or gemstones. They might have watched one Flee the Facility video and decided to try the game because it looked fun. They usually play 1 or 2 rounds, get bored, and then leave. They haven't seen anyone over 200, that's for sure. They walk into walls, struggle roping people, get trolled a lot, and they always hate being the beast. Next we have Stage 2, Beginners. They're levels 10 through 30. They might have played an event before. They might have 5 or 6, 7 sets. They're starting to memorize maps like Homestead or Airport, and they know some PC spots. They usually watch some Flee the Facility videos, and they play the game for about 1 hour a day, on and off. They have probably seen a few high levels by now, and maybe even friended a level 100 plus. They religiously hate campers, but they probably camp in team as well, and they definitely do not want to be the beast. And here's the rise of the phrase,
"My friend is cancer, and someone wants to play, can someone please leave?"
Stage 3 we have the Rookie. They're levels 30 through 70, and they have a decent amount of sets and some legendaries as well, and they've probably played a few events and earned some hammers. They know their way around Homestead, Airport, and Facility, and they know the name of some PC spots. They probably know their way around some other maps, like Arctic Station or Haunted Mansion. They have probably stumbled across some YouTubers like Facility Gamer, Mr. Die, or Gorilla Guru. They play Flee the Facility at least every week or so for a few hours. They have probably seen a level 1000 and has some high-level friends, maybe through 100 and 200. They target and hunt the high-level players. They religiously hate campers, they love juking and trolling, and they do not want to be the beast. Stage 4 is the Specialist. They're usually level 70 through 150. They have some rare hammers and have probably played for a few months to a year. They know maps like Arctic, School, and Mansion. They have definitely watched Flee the Facility content by this point. They play 2 to 3 hours a day if they have the attention span, and they will play every week if they can. They target and hunt the level 1000 specifically, and they start to want to become better at the game, because they play with better players. They probably still hate campers, and they juke and troll the most at this point. Most players split here. They either become casual, or they try to become more competitive. Stage 5 is Experienced. They're levels 150 to 250. They have all the default crate legendaries, and maybe have a top 10 rarity hammer. They should know the maps by this point, and they probably play as much as the Specialists, but more consistently, maybe even every day. They join some Discord servers, and meet a lot more high-level players. They watch Flee content, and maybe have subbed to a friend's channel. They might have finally understood that camping is a strategy. And they also really want to join Facility Gamer livestreams for some reason. They get sick of the lack of updates from Windy. If casual, they start to EXP grind or go for most of the hammers, constantly going to the trading post. I'm serious, you'll see them lurking there. If they're competitive, they start to practice movement like wall hops, maybe watches more Flee content from pros, records their rounds, and discovers steps. Stage 6 is the Experts. They're levels 250 to 400. They are driven to play Flee, which is probably their peak interest at this point. You might see them on for 4 to 5 hours a day. Either they stopped bothering about their inventory, or they've built it to be really good. They might have FTF in their name or their bio. They definitely know some high levels and people past level 1000. Most players here could be either chill or the biggest complainers, or something like that. They learn how to predict and camp computer spots and pods. If they're a casual player, they lock in on EXP grinding. They often get mad if you hack their computer. They're probably going to be in VC servers a lot too. If they're competitive, they will definitely have the try-hard black outfit. I'm talking the horns, the red eyes, all black. They install steps and delete textures, and they may also even start using ESP, or know players who do use ESP. And they practice movement like every damn round while the X is open. So for Stage 7, we have the pros. They're levels 400 through 700, and they might have started losing motivation to play Flee that much, but if they didn't, then they play for hours a day, and Flee is their main game on Roblox at this point. There's an 80% chance they have FTF in their bio, and their friends list is mostly Flee players. They know multiple level 1000s, Maybe they're even the high-level friend that some know. They shouldn't be complaining about camping at this point, unless they just want to whine. If they're casual, they grind levels, main flee, and they might beef with comp players who take every round too seriously. If they're competitive, then they may grind ranks on FCL. There's a high chance that they're toxic, and they always have an excuse for losing even the most casual of rounds. You'll see the phrases, "You're not good, kid," or "1v1 me," or something, and they might even be aiming for the top 30 list. Finally, Stage 8, we have the Masters. They are level 700 plus. They have probably quote-unquote quit the game, but then came back because it was just a break. People can still be addicted any time past this point, but it's probably not as common, and people here may act like the other stages when prompted. They are well known by other players, and their friends list is filled to the brim with other Flea players. They absolutely fiend for an update, and will definitely play it if it comes out. If they're a casual player, they will grind levels to 1000 and beyond, and they are probably falling behind in skill terms for their level. If they're a competitive player, they probably know lots of other comp players and are better than 90% of players at this point, if they were consistent. People here are respectable if they're not toxic, and are genuinely either admired or hated by other players. This video was made in a sense of humor, and hopefully you can relate to it if you have seen other people in the stages or if you are in one of them yourself. If I missed anything, or if you think something's wrong, then feel free to leave a comment. But anyways, thank you for watching.